Hello and welcome back to Speedrun, the fast-talking video game podcast where Jazzie and I are apparently wearing Soviet regalia today.
We just kind of decided on a whim. You busted out the Ushanka, so I got a beret. Is this going to be tonight's episode? Sure, yes it is.
Did I ever tell a story about this where when I was working for a YouTube channel, I will not talk about it right now, I was meant to do a video on the Dendy, and I got this as a prop for that video.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
They started having issues paying me on time, so I left, but I still ended up with the Ushanka.
Yeah.
And it's really warm and fluffy, so you know what? This costs them $15. I may as well get use out of it.
I also have my Ushanka that I wear in the winter, and it is, like, the most underrated winter accessory. And I'm, like, shocked that more people don't wear them because they're so useful.
They're so good, and they're so comfortable.
They're so good.
Yeah. Oh?
They aren't of Eastern Bloc quality, shockingly.
They aren't of Eastern Bloc quality. Look at that. Look at that. Anyways, so, today, as I start the timer, I guess it's fair to say I'm getting married in 2 months.
I am also getting married in
an
an indescript amount of time.
And we figured, let's talk about gaming power couples with neither of our partners here. Because, I mean, we're strong women / fembies here.
Something like that. You may notice something a little bit different. I'm not at my desk today. And I'm not using my fancy microphone. That's because I'm hanging up a privacy screen to kind of partition the different parts of my office. And it's just, like, not ready to go. So I'm in our bedroom, and I'm talking on my MacBook mic. So if I look and sound different, that is why.
That's fair. I mean, apparently you're coming through in 720p, which, last I checked, that's a lot of P.
Yeah, step the fuck up, Nintendo Wii. We got 720p. Oh, what's that?
64-bit!
480i.
I'm alright, but... Wait, did you say I, not P?
480 Wii, sorry.
You dare bring interlacing into my household?
I dare brought individualism into our collectivist household, comrade.
Comrade. So today, let's talk about gaming power couples. All of them ranging from Wario and Waluigi to that Ditto and that Pikachu you forgot about 10 years ago.
Why are they doing it?
Sometimes well, you know, we all reach a point in Pokemon where, you know, after you've had your fill of, like, breeding Pokemon and stuff, you stop playing, and you just forget you've left some Mons in the daycare.
Are you going for, like, a shiny Pikachu 90. Or something?
I wasn't well, it wasn't a Pikachu in my case, it was a Pichu. I wanted a shiny Pichu.
Okay. Also, it is really hot here in Cleveland, Ohio, so I hope that you forgive me. Oh, that's so much better. You can see how sweaty and, like, gremlin-y I look right now. What a great excuse to sub to our Patreon. The $1 tier gets you the video version of the podcast so you can see my sweaty, sweaty body. It is so hot here.
Meanwhile here, it's literally, it's getting cold here again, which just in time for me to do a 30-kilometer bike race tomorrow. So,
thank you for using metric. That makes me happy.
We're in Canada. What do you think we use? Bastard units?
Bastard unit. The braid's not going to work with my headphones. I've been trying to switch to Celsius, and it's going fairly well so far, except for the fact that no one else here uses Celsius. And it is a lesson in futility, but I'm going to keep plugging away at it. Where's my hair tie? I am all sorts of discombobulated today. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. So, gaming power couples. Whenever I think of one that... I think the number one that always comes to mind for me... Well, I had it on the tip of my mind, and now it's not coming to mind. Jazzie, you start.
Link and Midna is my gaming OTP. There will never be a couple more wholesome and more just, like, near and dear to my heart than Link and Midna. Because at the end, like, he releases her from her binds and she transforms back into her humanoid form, and then, like, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess spoilers, Midna has to go, and she doesn't even choke out the words, "I love you." And she just says, "See you later," and shatters the mirror. And I'm like... I just watched my friends do a playthrough, and they got to that part, and again, I was in tears. And they were in tears, and it was a whole situation. God, they are so sweet. I've read so much fan fiction about how, like, Link finds his way into the Twilight Realm, and then, like, reconnects with Midna, or Midna comes back, and, like, there's one where he uses the Lens of Truth from Ocarina, which he didn't even have in Twilight Princess, to search the deserts for every shard of the mirror. And I was just like, this is so impractical, but I'm here for it. I love this. Like, please do it. And when he finally gets to the Twilight Realm, he's like an old man. And I'm just like, oh, love. So,
is this a comic?
No, this was just fan fiction.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. For me, and this is a game that I didn't technically play it. I guess for context, my fiance is super into Life is Strange. We played the first two on Game Pass. We got, what was it, Before the Storm at Toys R Us, hit up because we still have it in Canada, for $12 on sale, and we're reserving the next one. But I remember Chloe and Rachel from Life is Strange being, I'm not sure if power couple's the term I'm looking for, but they definitely had a really beautiful, and I'd say well fleshed out relationship that, oh, how do I put this in a way that does not spoil stuff, because it can get very spoilerific. It's very impactful of how it's presented. And also lesbians, which is immediate +1 for me.
I was going to say, that already is, like, quality.
Mm-hmm.
As a girl who likes other women, that's a big plus.
It's absolutely a big plus, and you know, it's a good
game.
You know, it's definitely better than, say, Master Chief and his sat-nav.
I thought you were going to say Master Chief and Cortana, because at least that's, like, believable.
I mean, what was Cortana? I mean, what is Cortana but Siri for Windows 10?
I mean, for real, though, does this insinuate that, like, all, like, the battle cruisers in the Halo universe run on Windows 10? Because they did say that Windows 10 would be the final version of Windows, and then here we are with Windows 11. It's all a conspiracy. Halo is real and is going to happen in the future.
Oh, goodness. What other ones are there? Because
we need
We
need to talk about the very, very gay subtext of Wario and Waluigi.
They aren't brothers. They are canonically not brothers.
They're roommates.
I just wanted them to finally make a game where it shows, like, Waluigi and Wario's apartment, and it's like, there's just inconspicuously one bed in there.
It's like Sesame Street. Where Ernie and Bert share a bed.
So which one's Ernie?
I was going to say, which one's Bert? I gotta say, Ernie is definitely Wario, and Bert is definitely Waluigi.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see.
And this is a PG-13 show, so we can't get into the specifics of what that means. But
it means they're gay as hell.
It means they're super gay, and we ship it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. I'm like, I remember the first time that was pointed out, I'm like, And the thing is that, like, do we really know if Waluigi's evil or not? I mean, remember, he was just created because Wario needed a doubles partner.
Or was he brought into the fray by Wario because he needed a doubles partner? Maybe they hooked up on Grindr. I'm asking the real questions here.
Now, please, Wario is a civilized man. He uses farmers only.
I completely missed that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I said Wario's civilized. He uses farmers only.
Farmers only. You're never lonely on Farmers Only. Okay, so this is on theme with tonight's episode. What is the name of the dating app that is used throughout the Nintendo like multiverse of like Hyrule and the Mushroom Kingdom and all the different worlds? What is their dating app called?
Well, it looks like, honestly, yeah, Nintendate.
Nintendate.
That's what our Discord chat says. Everyone seems to be saying Nintendate or Nintendating.
Nintendate is really good, but does that insinuate that in like the lore of like the multiverse in which all these characters all inhabit, they are aware of the word Nintendo? That presupposes this.
Hear me out. Date me, but me spelled M-I-I.
Uh-huh. Wait, hold on, because they know about Mii's, because they all cross over in Smash, but also they know about Nintendo, because if you remember, at the beginning of Super Mario Brothers Sunshine, I'm sorry, I got really excited for a second. It goes, Nintendo! And like, in some of the other games, he does Charles Martinet says Nintendo, which means that, canonically, they do indeed know what that word is. So Nintendate is a valid name for a Nintendo dating service.
Hey, it's more valid than Chris Pratt voicing Mario.
That's another episode topic. If you subscribe to our Patreon, you can see me flare my nostrils into the camera.
Turning left, chat asks, have you ever heard an elderly person call game systems something other than Nintendo?
Yes. I've heard an elderly person refer to games consoles in general as a Sega. I was just like, this is cool. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
I've also heard in reference to a video game console as just like a computer, which makes sense. Because they can do very computery things.
For the longest time, until I think my niece and nephew got a Switch, my mom called everything that was handheld a Game Boy.
I mean, it's kind of like...
Which makes sense.
It makes sense. It's like how Band-Aid was started off as a brand, but now it is just, Band-Aid is like the ubiquitous term for an adhesive bandage. And there have been like court cases over this. So it's become like a commonly held name. And I cannot get my hair to like be not ugly right now. But it's like one of those like weird legal situations where it's just like a case of a name becoming so ubiquitous with the thing. It's very interesting, especially through like a sociological lens of just watching how like people like adopt consumer products and everything. Oh, I could go off on this. I could write a dissertation on this.
I feel like this is another episode.
Oh yeah.
You see, this time we come up. I like how many different directions this one's gone off on. I dare say this is the most normal podcasty sounding episode of Speedrun we have ever done.
I went into this assuming that I was just going to talk for 7 minutes about Link and Midna. Oh, look at that! Saved by the Bell.
But, I kind of like where this went. This went to a really good place today.
I'm happy with this. I hope that you, the listener, enjoyed it too.
Overall, the number one power couple in gaming, you ready for a good segue?
I am.
Is you, the viewer, and our Patreon account. That was so terrible.
This is the third time we're plugging it in 13 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good. Thanks to Robert and Abby Hornibrook and also Lexi for helping us out. If you get shout out on the show, if you're in the $10 tier, get video versions of the podcast and episodes a week early. And access to our Discord server where you can chat with us and listen to us as we record stuff live for as low as $1 a month. Also supports the Stuff We Play YouTube channel, which, yes, we have weekly content at this point. Thank you all the various sponsors. Speaking of which, Speedrun is brought to you in part by both Podbean, who hosts our show and does a great job at it. If you want some podcast hosting of your own, go to podbean.com/speedrun. And Riverside FM, which is what we currently use to record the show. And there's a link to both of those in the description below. Also, Jazzie, you edit all this.
I do edit all this. I'm part of a co-op group of engineers and producers and artsy techie people here in Cleveland called Cleveland Audio Mixology. We take bad podcasts and make them sound good. There's the pitch.
There's the pitch?
There's the pitch. Oh, I forgot. We are recording this on Friday, October 1st, but a few days ago, we released my first real video, as in, like, cameras, microphones, like, doing a thing. Like, a real video, not just screen recording, on the Stuff We Play channel. And, Jamie, thank you again for having me on the channel and everything. You even gave me a video...
doing stuff with you.
Yeah, you even gave, like, my video, like, oh, we have a sponsor deal. Let's put it in your video. And I'm like, I'm so happy.
Well, and it's a series I'm really excited for because it's something that I guess both of us are working on in a way. Mm-hmm. Because we're finally branching in to maker content as well as everything else we're doing.
Yes, we are.
Because this one was you making the ultimate Rock Band guitar, because yes, we still enjoy that.
Indeed.
It's a good game. Someone got very angry and it was very funny.
Someone got very angry, said I should play a real guitar, even though I've been playing real guitar for like 16 years. What can you do?
It's the thing. Everybody's a critic.
It's true. A little upcoming before we head off. Here's a little sneak peek of one of the upcoming videos. If you can't see it, it's a Samsung Galaxy S21. But I'm not going to give anything else away. So, here's your little teaser. Jamie, take us out of here.
Alright, so on that note, I have been Jamie.
I have been Jazzie.
And thank you very much for watching / listening. Stay classy, and I'll see you next time.
Bye!
Also, thanks to Mayano for sending me my new microphone. Bye!
Bye!